So this is the second method that we can use in Xero to do manufacturing. This is the manual manufacture in the month of sale. And we use this method when we won't be representing finished goods in our inventory, just the raw materials that we buy. So to do this, what we have to do is create that inventory. So in your accounts and inventory, what you need to do is you need to create tracked inventory items for each of your raw materials. So to do that, what we'll do is we'll create a new item. We will say that I tracked this item and that the inventory asset account is essentially utilized for that. That's a standard account in Xero. And we will use the item code, in our case, as a tricycle frame. And we're going to do that here. And when you purchase this item, essentially what we want to specify is cost of goods sold account. We can use the standard cost of goods sold account. And when we sell this item, we can just use the sales account. Now the sales account won't actually be used in this case because we don't sell raw materials, but it is necessary to fill that in. So we're going to save and add another. And we're going to repeat this process for all of our raw materials. So we've got a wheel small and fill that in. I track this item, I use the inventory account, I use cost of goods sold, and I use sales again. We'll keep going through this. We've only got two more to do, and that's the tricycle wheel large. And I track this item, and I use my cost of goods sold and my sales. That's fine. If you are VAT registered, you'd obviously apply a standard that is appropriate. Okay, and let's do the last one, which is the tricycle seat. So that gives me all of my raw materials. As you know, a tricycle will have two small wheels, one big one. It'll have a frame and it'll have a seat. That's what we're going to work with today. So if we finish this off, put that in, and we say save. Now what we need to do, now that we've got all of our materials, is we need to create one more item for our finished good. Now our finished good will be the complete tricycle, and I don't want to track this item. I want to leave this as untracked because I want to be able to sell it throughout the month without having Xero check if I've got it in stock. Like I said, this method is specifically when you don't have finished goods on hand, and that makes it a little bit easier because you don't have to load those finished goods up every time you make something. So you won't be purchasing this item, so you can leave that unticked. It's not mandatory. You can leave it ticked if you want. It'll just specify how it gets treated when you do a purchase. But we will be selling this item, and the sales account is applicable. So I'm going to save that. And that has essentially created our inventory items. We've got an untracked complete tricycle, and you can see that Xero doesn't put a quantity there because it's not tracking it. However, it is going to track all of our raw materials, and those are here with a 0 down as the current quantity.